The winner of today's cook-off is fast-tracked straight into finals week. It's definitely where I'd like to find myself, but Gary and George don't really love my idea of creating this lavender-infused goat's cheese. I've used a lot of great products today, and I am worried that without it, the dish is going to be too sweet. This is a big risk I'm taking, but I'm quite happy with the way that it tastes, so I need to trust myself, and I need to go with my instincts.
We love your focus. We love your concentration. So much on the line. 30 minutes to go.
Come on.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Come on, now, ramp it up now, yeah? Ramp it up, keep clean, keep neat.
If there's a horse race, I think they'll all be nose to nose to nose to nose coming up that final furlong. I can't wait to taste what we're going to see.
I'm loving the concentration, though. It feels very different to normal. There's something going on. Look at it, and they're just so professional.
That's wonderful. That's what it's all about. That's why they've made it here.
Right from the start of this cook, I've been thinking about how I'm going to balance all the flavours in this dish. I'm making a yellow cauliflower scordalia as a creamy element to make everything else come together perfectly, but I just can't get the texture right. The dish really needs this creamy element, so I need to come up with a way to fix it. I add some extra cream, some more butter, some more olive oil. I'll get it into a jug with a stick blender and just slowly figure out the texture and get it 100% right. Finally, it's come together. I've got the texture that I want, the flavour's really good, I've seasoned it well, and I'm finally happy with it. I'm so relieved. This is probably one of the biggest events we've had so far, so yeah, I love it.
My sponge is made and cooling down. I've got my sorbet in the freezer. All I need to really do is make the blue cheese creams. The dish is very sweet. I think the blue cheese in there will make it a bit more salty and reinforce the cheese and red wine flavour on the dish.
I really want to win this. I'm feeling really good about it, so I just hope that I can keep moving really quickly and plate it up as beautifully as I can get taste.
The food smells delicious. The place, it speaks for itself. The time, you don't have much left. 15 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Come on.
There's really not that much longer to go in the cook now, and I've only just finished Frenching my lamb rack, so I need to get it in the oven. I feel like I might be able to get it to the point that I wanted, but this one is going to come down to the wire. Now that the lamb's all sorted, I can start moving on to my pickling liquid. I'll begin by getting the 2 bunches of grapes, running them through the juicer, and then I'll put that on the stove, bring it to a boil, add verjuice, champagne vinegar, and sugar. I'm using the natural sweetness of those grapes to create that element in the pickle. I feel like I'm really hitting the brief now. And it tastes beautiful, but it all comes down to the lamb rack.
I've got a number of my elements done now, so I'm feeling a lot happier, and I'm getting ready to cook my quail.
I've got the goat's cheese ready, the chutney's done, and I'm super excited about the glaze. It's so thick and syrupy, and I can't wait to put it on the quail. I want to make sure that I've got enough time to rest my quail after I've cooked it, and I want to make sure I've got enough time to glaze it upon resting.
All coming together.
Oh, this is the base of my jus, so I took some of the meat out and I pulled the meat apart.
You know what we like. We always like those bits.
I like those bits as well.
Gary reminds me that the pan drippings are some of his favourite parts, and I'm pleased because I was already using some of the meat and pulling it from the bones and incorporating that into this dish.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm definitely in with a shot. I'm happy with where I'm at. The carrots are pickling, my whitloff is in the pan braising, and it's looking good. If the sauce ticks the boxes in terms of meeting the brief, I'm really happy with it. So I guess now all that's left is to cook that lamb perfectly. I take my lamb out of the oven to see how it's travelling, and it's pretty soft. It feels like it's nowhere near being cooked. I put it in the oven too late. I need to fix this. I need to get it in the oven. If I don't get a flawless piece of lamb on that plate today, there's absolutely no way that I'm going through the final straight away.
Whatever it takes, 10 minutes to go. go. Come on.
Come on, let's go. Not long.
There's only minutes left. I just really need to finish off my quail, my endive. I just need to give myself plenty of time to plate up as well. So I'm just trying to tidy up all the last few elements that I have. And yeah, should be sweet. For me to nail the quail, I really need to make sure it's a little bit pink in the middle, nice and tender and juicy, cooked evenly and caramelised on the outside. Just want to make sure I watch it. I don't want to overcook it, so it's looking pretty good.
There's a few minutes left and I need to get this sorbet out. I'm really feeling the nerves of this cook, especially with this sorbet. It's the main element on my plate, so I've got my head in the freezer and I'm desperately trying to get this sorbet out of the mould. I try and pop it out and it's not set. I'm thinking it's because of the alcohol. I'm thinking I'm not going to get anything out on the plate. This is an absolute nightmare.